Welcome everybody, I am Traren. In this video, we'll be going over Paladin Covenant abilities in World of Warcraft Shadowlands. This video is for anyone that is curious about Shadowlands Covenant abilities and isn't just looking for which one will do the most damage, healing, etc. We will be going over each Covenant ability, seeing how they fit, how they feel, and how fun they are. I'm not concerned with damage, healing, or tankiness here because Blizzard will be tuning these over the next 2 years anyway. These are in no particular order, these are my opinions. I haven't even picked a Covenant yet myself, but hopefully I can help you decide when that time comes. Please let me know in the comments which is your favorite Covenant and why. Let's get into it. We'll start with Kyrian, Divine Toll. You cast Holy Shock, Avenger's Shield, or Holy Shock depending on your current specialization. It's important to note that Holy Shock will hit friend and foe seemingly at random. It interacts with your Holy Power depending on the number of targets hit. It is super fun shooting out shields, shocks, or judgments in all directions, and also it doesn't put any of those on cooldown, so you'll still have them at your disposal after using Divine Toll. This seems a little more powerful for healers, since it looks like it'll have more use in raids as well as dungeons. The other specs I lean more towards dungeon effectiveness, but this is a great ability. Well, let's take a look at it. Summon Steward. I don't think this is as fun as some of the other Covenant signature abilities, but you can't deny its usefulness. The Vial of Serenity is going to have its uses for sure. I feel compared to the other utility and fun of the other Covenant, it's just kind of lacking. I would rather have an ability that did something interactive with my character. And being able to reset your talents once every 4 hours is whatever. But here's your Steward. Next we have Venthyr, Ashen Hollow. This is a very large AoE ground effect that does damage to enemies, heals allies, and allows you to Hammer of Wrath anything within it. This ability looks super cool, feels powerful, does damage, healing, which fits the Paladin nicely, but I have a few problems with it. It sounds weird for me to say this, but I think it might be too big, or where there might be some spots in dungeons where you won't be able to place this properly without pulling extra mobs. Also, it has a really long cooldown compared to most other Covenant abilities. Even if they reduce the effectiveness somehow to lower that cooldown, or even interact with Consecrate somehow to empower it, it just seems that it's underwhelming for the amount of time you'll be waiting to cast it. Here's a peek at Ashen Hollow. Door of Shadows. This is a teleport with a short cast time. Paladins aren't known for their mobility, so being able to teleport to a location helps with that, and it'll be really neat to see how creative people can get with this in dungeons. I think this is one of the coolest fun signature abilities. Here it is in action. And up next we have Necrolords, Vanquisher's Hammer. You toss a hammer at the target and it empowers one of your spells based on your current specialization. This ability fits the Paladin well. I love that it empowers your other abilities to modify things a little bit. It has a very short cooldown, so you'll be interacting with it often. I just wish it didn't cost a holy power. It makes it feel clunky. I want to open up with this ability and get things rolling, not wait and then spend my holy power on it just to build it back up. A small change like that would really make this feel so much better. Let's take a look at it. Fleshcraft. This is an absorb shield of 20% up to 50% of your hit points. Channeling next to a corpse is what increases it based on the power of the corpse. It has a rather long channel of 4 seconds, so you won't be doing this much in combat, I imagine, and I worry you'll maybe fall behind in a quickly moving Mythic Plus group. But having a shield that large will definitely be useful, and who doesn't like absorbing the essence of a fresh corpse? Last but not least, we have Night Fae, Blessing of the Seasons. This is a blessing that changes after you cast it on someone. It has a 45-second cooldown with a 30-second buff. You'll basically be trying to keep this up on cooldown on one of your party or raid members. This fits the Paladin being an additional blessing. It's not really going to feel good or be that fun, however. I guess if you like managing which buff goes on which group member and keeping track of that, it'll be okay. It will keep you busy, that's for sure. I worry some players may be distracted by it and not able to manage it well or be overwhelmed by it, but it's an okay ability. I'll leave it at that. Let's see it. Soul Shape. You shapeshift and teleport 15 yards and get a good speed increase. You can teleport every few seconds after, and it lasts 12 seconds or indefinitely in a rested area. Can't really complain about this ability. I think it's pretty sweet. I saw on WoW had options to switch it between Vulpin and other animals. This will help the Paladin's lack of mobility a bit. I think it's pretty solid and fun. Here I am as a Vulpin. That wraps up the Paladin Covenant abilities. Are you going to be a Kyrian, Venthyr, Necrolord, or Night Fae Paladin? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you know when future videos are released. Also, catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/jtrain, where we can hang out, answer questions, do some dungeons. That's it for now. Until next time.